In this fantasy world, nobody really knows what coffee is. She is a mercenary, as good as it sounds. Really tired of the blood and the gore and the fighting. Goodness wrapped in a warm, fuzzy blanket of a book. About, oh my goodness, fun. That took the world by storm, and I am not surprised why. Hello friends, welcome back to a Very Bookish Vlogmas, where I am diving into my 2023 reading challenge. My goal was 50 books. I've hit that, I've surpassed that, I'm continuing to read. I am going to be diving into my DNF pile, my TBR pile for 2024, things I love, things I didn't love, the books individually, series, tropes I'm totally over, and tropes I would love to see more of, and absolutely everything in between. Before I move forward, if you're interested in what my book rating system is, hop on over to the first video in this series. I have timestamps on there, so all you have to do is go right to that timestamp and learn more about how I rate my books in case you are curious. Today I'm going to be diving into a duology, I guess is what it would be called technically, that absolutely blew up, and this is one of those books that I truly believe is not overrated in any way, shape, or form. This is Legends and Lattes and BOOKSHOPS and BONEDUST. I can't find Legends and Lattes. It's somewhere in my house, but I can't find it. But these two are written by Travis Baldree. And what I absolutely love about these books is that Legends and Lattes was his first book that he wrote during NANOWRIMO. Now, NANOWRIMO is National Novel Writing Month. It happens in November, and the overall goal is for writers to write at least 50,000 words. It's a way to get authors to finish their books, writers to pursue that story that they've been putting off. I've seen this for multiple years and I never participated because honestly, I never thought of myself as a writer or an author. This year I did participate and it was so much fun. I actually came up with a story that I'm obsessed with and I plan on self-publishing hopefully next year. So it's really encouraging to see a book like Legends and Lattes that was written by somebody during NaNoWriMo and was self-published and then eventually has gone to traditional publishing. There's something really encouraging about that. I've been on Travis's website. He's got a lot of really encouraging information out there for people who are smaller writers like me. I don't know if I'm ever gonna be one of those big authors that you'll see on a sign. I don't know if that's what I want or that's what I'm going for at all, but I have some stories now that I hope to get out into the world. And that is what I love about Legends and Lattes, outside of it being an amazing story, is it's a really encouraging story for people who are writers or aspiring authors who feel like it's not possible. Without further ado, Legends and Lattes. Both of these books follow Viv, who is an orc. She is a mercenary. Legends and Lattes specifically, she has been on the road. She gets to the point where she's really tired of the blood and the gore and the fighting and all these things. And so she does one last mission so that she can go buy a shop and open up a coffee shop, which is such a fun concept. And it is as good as it sounds. In Legends and Lattes, we follow Viv as she starts up from ground zero. In this fantasy world, nobody really knows what coffee is except for the gnomes. The gnomes are the ones who have what's called, of course you know what an espresso machine is. I don't drink coffee, so it's all news to me. I was learning right alongside Viv. But coffee is a gnomish thing, and so she discovered it while out on her travels and decided she wanted to open up her own coffee shop because she loved the way that coffee made her feel. So she opens up this just really comfy, cozy shop, and she makes relationships with people in town. She has different kind of battles than, you know, the mace swinging kind of battles that she has to face. And it's just warm, cozy, comfort, friendships, relationships, all of that goodness wrapped in a warm, fuzzy blanket of a book. In the second book, which is the prequel, which is Bookshops and Bonedust, we get to see Viv when she is younger. She's actually just starting out on her journey as a mercenary, rabble-rouser type person. She's on one of her first missions. She's kind of showing off because she wants to show everybody in this group that she's capable and she will be a great addition to the team. Well, she gets injured, and so she's holed up in a city while they go off, and this story takes place while she's on the mend. Obviously, she is bored, so she ends up in a bookshop and falls in love with reading. The bookshop owner, Fern, is kind of down on her luck, and so Viv and her strike a deal. Viv is going to help her get the bookshop up and running, and Fern is going to suggest really good books for her to read. During this time, we have a mystery going on. There's some nefarious activity in town going on, and Viv kind of has to figure out what on earth is happening and how are we going to resolve it. Again, we have new friendships formed, friendships that we actually see in Legends and Lattes, so we kind of get the origin story of some of those, which is a blast. More of the same, but you will not be disappointed. I give both of these books 5 stars, surprise, surprise. Let me tell you what I absolutely adored. Legends and Lattes, Bookshops, and Bonedust, they are the epitome of cozy fantasy. The absolute epitome of cozy fantasy. And if you read what Travis Baldree talks about, that was what he wanted. That was his goal, and he, chef's kiss, achieved it in both books. There's not a lot of world building, so you're able to just focus on it being cozy and the relationships that are formed and the characters and how they develop and how they interact with each other. In both of these books, there is romance, but it's very, very light on spice, so you don't have to worry about any of that, which is enjoyable. Honestly, I don't have anything negative that I could say about either of these books. It was across the board amazing, which is really impressive because there are a lot of books out there that go wild on Book Talk or on Instagram or Bookstagram and BookTube, and these ones did not disappoint. These ones absolutely did not disappoint. So if you love cozy, if you love fantasy, if you love orcs who want to open up coffee shops and little rodents who own bookshops, then this is 100% the series for you. I would love to know, have you read these? Do you plan on reading them? What do you think? Was it worth the hype? I 100% thought it was worth the hype. Anyways, I will see you next time, and we will be diving into another series that I enjoy, but is going to take me forever to finish. See you next time. Bye.